All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, so we got the Eight of Wands coming in. You're going somewhere physically. There's somewhere that you're going, and it may even be unexpectedly, like something unexpectedly happens and you're going. It feels impromptu. Some of you may go on a vacation out of nowhere because it kind of feels like getting away. Someone may feel like they need to get away. And it feels like solo. Maybe some of you may feel like you need to go on a vacation or you need to get away from some people because of something unexpected happening. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, even right here, this says a crossroads. And then we have someone on the road. Yeah, some of y'all are going somewhere. Or something may happen where an opportunity presents itself out of nowhere to go somewhere. Yeah, didn't I say solo, by yourself? The Nine of Pentacles is showing up. So this could be something that you end up doing on your own. But there's something here around this energy of doing it by yourself. Something happened. I don't know. There's something that looks like that happens for you. What is it that happens? Because it feels like here being single and good with being single, but someone catches your attention. That's what happens unexpectedly. Someone catches your attention. You're single. And then you see someone that catches your attention. The Queen of Pentacles is showing up. This could be an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but there is a person that captures your attention. I don't know if it's, yeah, see, a tower. What? Let's see what happens over here. There's something about someone that captures your attention. I don't know who this person is. This could be someone in your workplace, but this is supposed to be a love reading, but I gotta go where the cards are taking us. But this could be in the workplace. It could be romantic, but it doesn't feel that way. See, and I said, look, observer right here. See, someone captures your attention. And look, there's a question mark. This is not someone you know. Tell me about this person that captures the viewer's attention. A karmic partner. We got here a karmic partner showing up. That's the person that captures your attention. Some sort of karmic partner. And this is 3 people. And we got here lessons. So you see someone, and the Queen of Pentacles is someone, okay, now I see. You see someone, but there's something about what you see where it's lopsided. Whoever this person is that you see, a karmic partner, they are someone that should be able to take care of themselves. They should have their money and their life together, but they don't. This is someone that doesn't. And you see that. And it's like lesson. It's like there's something about what you see in someone that it's like it looks like you may not even approach. Like, I don't understand, why is this showing up like this? And the reason why I say that is, why is this even important? Because it feels like you see someone and you see that they're karmic. You see that this is someone that doesn't have anything to offer you. But I'm trying to understand, why is this showing up though? Why is this showing up for the viewer? Is it because you've learned your lesson? But even still, what's the significance around it? Again, lesson. And look, see, settling, not settling. So you've learned a lesson on not settling anymore. Because, oh, we got here dark night of the soul. You are going through some sort of dark night of the soul. All right, there's something significant about this. And the reason why I say that is because it feels like two things is happening here. It feels like you are going to meet someone out of nowhere, but it's not going to go anywhere because you're going to see in the beginning it's not going to go anywhere. You're like, I've learned my lesson. I'm Xing that person out. I'm moving on. But I feel like you're going to go on to meet other people as well. And I feel like this is showing up is because it's not necessarily a test. It's more so of a nod that you've learned your lesson on not settling. So here it is on your journey. You see that this person is karmic. You see that there's no potential. And you immediately be like, okay, I'm going to keep going, keep moving. I'm going to pass this person up. Let's see what's next. Because I'm feeling what's next is you meeting another person that could have more potential than this person though. What's next? Because it's like the universe or whatever higher power you believe in, or just whatever you want to call it. It's like a nod. It's like, yeah, I've learned my lesson. I'm not about to go back down that route again. You've been doing some purging in that dark night of the soul. Staying to yourself. What's next? The Two of Swords is what's next. What are we ignoring? So you're going to be, we know you're going to not do anything, but we got here ignoring. Then we got the Devil showing up. That's Capricorn. And we got a lot of Earth coming through as well. Let me see what you're ignoring. Okay. And we see moving on. All of air is now showing up. We started out with Pentacles. So in the physical, you see it and you're going to move on from it. Then now you're going to be in your head about it though. That's what's next. You're going to ignore it because you freed yourself from it. But why even be in your head about it as you're trying? You see, look at all these swords coming in. The Six of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords reversed. Because see, it's like you move on and it says everything is fine, but it's in reverse. So everything isn't fine. Because it looks like, I feel like there could be a level of denial. That's what it is. It feels like a level of denial that you may think you broke free, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you think you moved on and you broke free, but something happens mentally that brings you back in. What is that? What happens mentally that brings the viewer back in? Because it's like you think you moved on, right? Because you say no and you move on, but something happens. And you know what it is? It's the peace. That's what happens. It's the peace and being by yourself. Because we even got here the Nine of Pentacles. What's going to happen is you're going to get back into your head because you're going to be passing or overlooking someone that looked like they could have been potential. And it's like, oh, not even that person is potential. That's going to be like a fall. And you're going to start thinking that there's not anyone out there for you and that you may be doomed to be by yourself because there aren't any good options that you're going to be thinking are out there. That's why it says everything is fine, but it's really not fine. It's like even though you've broken free from certain situations that were unhealthy and were toxic, it doesn't mean that you are all the way free. There's still going to be some, what do you want to call it? There's still going to be some moments here. And it's not going to be just this easy process. Because I think people think, I know I did anyway. I'm going to say people, I know I did. Think that healing looks a certain way. And once you break free from something toxic, you just automatically are okay and fine. And that's not the truth. There's layers to it. And there are things that are going to need to be processed. And that's what I'm seeing here, having to process and see, because you may be used to feeling an immediate connection and then running with that and dismissing the red flags. See the Two of Swords? Dismissing, not looking at the red flags. But this time, you're going to have to see it. Even right here, the blindfold is on. And that's what I'm saying. There's something that you may have had a hard time like seeing or reconciling once you walk away from this karmic stuff. Because there's a part of you that's going to feel like, okay, there's no good ones out here. But you're still in the process though. Because even right here, even with this lessons, you're still learning lessons. Because there's like this new you. Now that you've broken free or in the process of breaking free from unhealthy ways around love and relationships, it doesn't mean it's going to come into your life automatically, because that's what it felt like. Out of nowhere, it was supposed to happen, but it doesn't happen. And that's what I feel like someone is thinking. Like it's supposed to happen like out of nowhere. And I feel like that is the case when you're not focusing on it, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get any karmic partners that shows up. That's what I'm saying, getting back into your head, thinking that, oh, well, now that I've broken free and I'm healed, I'm not going to see any more karmic partners. And that's not the case. You're still going to have to weed out the wrong ones. And then look, you got a Tower, and then look, the Sun card. This is making me feel like how what's going to happen, you're going to be shockingly surprised with how happy you feel on your own with this Chariot. You're going to be shockingly surprised because there was a part of you, I feel, at one point. Let me see. Tell me what the viewer was like before. So there's no second guessing it. What energy were they like before this? Admired. See, there's a part of you before where you were someone that was admired. And what I mean by that is you would get people interested in you, but these were not the type of people that should have been interested in you. And so I feel like when you would get these people that was interested in you, it made you feel good. And now that you're breaking free from that, you're going to be shockingly surprised with how happy you are on your own, especially once you start to heal more. With the Temperance right here, and then you turn someone down. The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. You're going to be shockingly surprised with how much better you feel, because there's something within you that has been balanced. We also got here this Chariot. There's something here. A lot of major arcanas have come through now. We got the Tower, the Sun card, the Chariot, and the Temperance. Once this happens, it feels like you're going to be shockingly surprised with how determined you are to keep peace in your life. I apologize for that noise. Hold on. So yeah, you're going to be shockingly surprised with how happy you are, because there's going to be a part of you that's going to be determined to keep your peace. So it's going to be an adjustment when you're turning down someone that seems like they could be potential, but it's going to become easier because you're going to become more protective of your energy, more selective, put it that way, not just protective, but you're going to be more selective with who you give your time and energy to. Because you, like I said, you may be used to being admired, but admired by karmics. And so you're looking for more balanced connection, because yeah, it's coming. The 10 Pentacles is next. It's just not going to happen overnight. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Look at all these Pentacles. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with an earth sign at some point. We got Leo, Cancer, of course, and Sagittarius. But it's going to happen. I feel like initially it seemed like, it just happens out of nowhere, or we're supposed to happen out of nowhere. But it's like once you turn down this karmic, here comes the Tower with how shockingly happy you are on your own. But then also here comes someone who's going to be able to match your energy with the 6 of Pentacles. And then look, here comes the 10 Pentacles. So a relationship that's built on reciprocity. But it's going to take time to weed out those wrong ones. And I don't even feel like I even need to convince someone of like being patient, because there's going to be an energy here of where you're going to be good. And it's like once you become good, timing won't even be a matter. So that's why I said, let me not even try to convince, because if you're triggered by timing, then that's just going to make it longer. I'm feeling like this particular read is going to be someone who's not triggered by timing, because you're going to be in a place where you're going to feel shockingly happy with how good you are on your own. You see, even right here, the Knight of Cups, you're going to be showing love to yourself. And then on top of that, you do have someone coming in, but I'm going to tell you this, it's going to be two other people that's going to come in. You got two people coming in, and both of them are going to be options, serious options. I'm seeing two people. You're just going to be turning down a karmic, and then there's going to be two others that's going to come after that are more, like I said, more of an option for you. All right, this was interesting, right? Yeah, we got here just going through the dark night of the soul. Coming through for you. What else for the viewer? So, and what I mean by that dark night of the soul, things could be a little bit murky for you right now, because this could be new and uncharted territory that you're moving into in this Six of Swords energy. See, you're leaving something behind, and that's that admired energy where you are maybe attracting or dealing with the wrong types of energies, wrong types of people that brought in excitement, brought in instant chemistry, instant connection, whereas this type of stuff is going to take time to develop. These next connections, you can't move fast. You got to get to know someone. It's actually going to take work to get to know them and see if this is someone worthy of your time and attention. You're just in a process right now. And see, crossroads, because there's going to be multiple ones. There's going to be two of them. See, look, you're going to even find your tribe. But I told you there's going to be two. That's you, and then having two people to pick from at the crossroads. See, these are people that you are actually more in line with. And it won't be people who are sitting back that you have to chase. These are going to be people that are going to be taking action towards you. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up with a final message for you, the viewer. Yeah, look, overthinking, overanalyzing situations won't bring you closer to the answers you seek. Instead, it hinders your ability to notice new opportunities that emerge along the way. It says, loosen the grip you have on that outcome. I feel like that is definitely in perfect alignment with the theme around this reading. Let's get a final message for you, though. That was the parting of the deck card. What's the final message for the viewer? We have here star wisdom. And it says here, look beyond the binary perspective of life. It says the all or nothing mindset. See, there's something about a mindset that you may have, the all or nothing mindset. Instead of fretting over making the wrong decision, revisit the initial plan and see all options as chances for creativity. And the underall energy says here, ambition, survival. It says you are ready to take on a new challenge, and venture into uncharted territory. Didn't I just tell y'all that right here? See, you moving into uncharted territory. Trust your instincts to adapt to the changing circumstances, and you will come out stronger on the other side. And then I say you are going to be shockingly surprised, because you're now moving into uncharted territory where you're not dealing with karmics anymore, and you're going to be able to spot them. You won't even be attracting them, because at one point you could have been attracting them, because in this energy you could have been attracting them. Now you're moving on from that, and then out of nowhere you're going to be surprised with how happy you are with this new you. You're just in the process here. All right, catch you later.